Hello everyone and welcome back to Season 2, Episode 9 of Kali Call of Darkness. Meeting the mysterious Mr. Dubai in the garden has unexpected consequences. Yeah, in my heart maybe. Episode 9, the Dubai's estate. A man was standing in front of me with his hands clasped. He was looking at me, or rather at the other me. She came. He stared at me defiantly and I felt goosebumps running down my spine, or rather just as if it was mine. You're early today, Devadas. Isn't Rina here? We need to discuss the omen. I touched my stomach awkwardly, then frowned. She's receiving the ambassador. Can we postpone this conversation? No, it's coming true. The world wars, mass repressions in the Soviet Union, the earthquake in Ashgabat, the outbreak of the war in Korea, nuclear explosions. Do you need more? Shall I keep going? No, I thought the primordial Jaina would fix everything. That's not enough. Don't resist, it's inevitable. And it's beneficial for both of us. For all of us. I'm not resisting. Your boy's worthy. I'm just scared. Mother sometimes makes you feel scared to remind you of her greatness. Be firm in your loyalty to her. Doubt stirred in my chest. Your choices in the past will affect the present. Agree. Yes, I understand. Mother tests her loyalty with her fury. That's right. You've always been cooperative, so keep it that way. When I opened my eyes, all I could see was a dark, boundless sky and the blood moon above me. The air had become noticeably cooler, and the noise of streets had faded away. I was sitting on the ground among the greenery, leaning against the fence. I have witnessed something in the past again. Devadas, Indira. How did I even fall asleep in the garden? I could swear that I just closed my eyes for a moment. My body was stiff. I had spent at least an hour and a half in that position. It's already dark. The ritual must have started. I need to get into Kaligat. I think there will be guards. All over the place, only the main entrance. All over the place. It's a ritual after all. Since the ritual is so important, no one will be allowed to interfere with it. Your assumption will affect the plot. When I was about to get up, something attracted my attention. The tile I was sitting on seemed familiar to me. It's made of a dark mineral with gold streaks. I saw a piece of the stone in the Kilhavgrami forest. You examined the altar in the forest and remembered what it looks like. The Kaligat garden is paved with the same material. Interesting. The garden was empty and dark. Carefully moved toward the temple, trying to stay closer to the plants. I heard a displeased voice coming from behind me. What are you doing? I'm having daydreams. I startled and turned around abruptly. You, what? How? The last place you need to be right now is in Temple of Kali. I shouldn't have told you about the ritual. I want to see what Amrit is doing. It's not for your eyes, Amala. Hold up a second. He has to assist these sacrifices. But is he actually the guy that is doing the sacrifices? We never saw that guy's face. We know it's a guy, but we never saw the face. And every time we hear that in that church are being done sacrifices, so is actually Amrit doing all of these sacrifices for Kali? Now that's an assumption I have to get behind. You cannot interrupt the sacred flow of energy. Why can't I? We'll talk about this later. I won't break the flow. I'm not planning to distract Dubai from whatever he's doing. I just want to see what's going on in there. You shouldn't. Why not, Ratan? It's not in my power to stop you, but you should remember two things. You will be responsible for any consequences. That's number one. Going in there is stepping into the lion's den. That's number two. I looked at Ratan's divine attire. Why are you dressed like that? I left Thomas Vitella just for you, and I'm not going to show myself to anyone else. Aww. Sorry, I had to. Knowing that I was standing next to a deity made me feel slightly uncomfortable and flustered. I won't cause any problems. That's something I find extremely hard to believe. Ratan, don't call me out like that. Well, it's up to you. I have no right to detain you. Ratan blinked rapidly. He seemed lost in thought for a couple of seconds, then frowned. I have to go. Be careful. Where to? Did something happen? It's Grant. He's somewhere around here. He's getting far too close. A moment later, Ratan literally disappeared. The sight left me speechless. Gabriel? Somewhere around here. Did Ratan leave to intervene? He keeps the order and, to some extent, manages people's fate. But then why did he say he had no right to stop me? Because he can't interfere with what you do. I didn't waste any more time and moved toward the temple. We have to know our soulmate's in there. We have to know what he's doing. Since I thought that the entire Kaligat would be guarded, I tried to walk very slowly and carefully. I was peeking around every corner, walking on tiptoe. There was no one at some of the doors, but probably because they were only leading into other halls. The entrance to the garden itself was guarded, however. Getting closer to the door through which I saw Dubai enter, I stopped to listen. There were indeed men around the corner who were talking about something. I tried to open the door as quietly as possible, and I succeeded. The guards didn't notice, but you wasted a lot of time. I wish I could perform such a ritual. Your wife would have killed after the first time. Ooh! I quickly slipped inside. Oh my god, I was overwhelmed by the smell of incense. The atmosphere in the hall was eerie, and I could hear strange, monotonous music coming from somewhere. The room was immersed in a red haze, and there were splashes of blood on the floor. Oh, someone was stabbed here? But there was too little blood for it to be human sacrifice. Either the person wasn't killed, or it wasn't a person at all. The scene made me curious. What power does blood have, and why is it so necessary for every ritual? I'd like to learn more about it. A sound distracted me from my thoughts. Slaps, muffled screams, moans. It's a sacrifice, huh? I moved confidently to the next hall, wondering what I would see there. When I got to the entrance to the second hall, I stopped and listened. The sound became much louder. It was clear that everything was happening right there. I peeked around the corner to catch at least a glimpse of it all. There were several golden dishes with leftover food on the floor, as well as a golden goblet. The smell of incense was much stronger there. A woman's moans were interrupted by a commanding male voice. Oh god, it's Dubai. I need to get closer. I want to have a proper look. We want to have a proper look at what? At the scene or at Dubai? Let's move closer to our soulmate. I took a timid step forward and saw... Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Not another woman being close to my man. Oh, hell no. Get away from my man. Oh my god. Amrit, half naked and moving rhythmically, long dark hair wrapped around his fist. A nude woman was in front of him, part of her body hidden by red silk. She cried out in pleasure every time he entered her. Oh, hell no! I did myself dirty, people. I did myself dirty. I did not have to see the man I love having sex with another woman as part of a ritual. I did not have to see that. Amrit was looking down at her, a euphoric and smug expression on his face. He was clearly enjoying himself. Can I leave? I don't want to see this anymore, like my heart is already broken. Beads of sweat trickled down his body. Strands of hair fell across his beautiful chiseled face. Argue back. The woman standing on all fours lifted her head, moaning again. It was Yashvi. Dubai wasn't gentle with her, but Yashvi seemed to enjoy that greatly. At some point he pulled her toward him, roughly grabbing her wrists. Not the Devadasi. Not the Devadasi that has a crush on him. Sir. At this point, get out of my face. I told you to arc your back, didn't you hear me? Can I leave, please? She quickly complied, pushing forward her small breasts. His cruelty only seemed to make Yashvi moan harder. Can I please leave? Holding a goblet, Amrit drained it in one gulp. A red drop of wine trickled down his chin. As he was licking his lips, he suddenly looked up and saw me. The smile? I'm just gonna leave. Like, at this point, I don't even know what to say anymore. My heart sank, but I didn't move. A smirk appeared on his lips, but he didn't stop. He saw me watching and didn't take his eyes off me. Do you like it? You saw the Panchatava in person. Amrit liked that you were watching. This will play an important role in the story. Is he talking to me? I took a step back, feeling nervous. I was confused and a little scared, although I did expect to see something like this. Yeah, path of loyalty. I was uncomfortable, so I turned around and left the hall as quickly as I could. I am heartbroken more than anything. Returning to the first hall, I tried to escape from Kaligat. Everything around me felt suffocating. Yeah, that's a heartbreak. The red haze, the pungent smell of incense, the atmosphere thick with passionate sexual energy. Please let me leave. Suddenly, someone roughly grabbed me from behind. Freeze. I froze, scared to do anything. Ew. I turned around and saw Sheka. Did you get lost, buddy? The master will be furious. We'll wait for him to finish. Tell your little master that I won't be here when he's done with playing a little dick. He doesn't even have a dick, and he tries to play with it. Without giving me any time to answer, Sheka pressed a damp cloth to my face. I tried to break free, but he held me tight. It became harder and harder to move, and my limbs started tingling and feeling strangely cold. In a few moments, I started to lose consciousness. Oh, how beautiful. He knocked me out. Right before passing out, a thought flashed through my head. Is this really how I'm going to die? Nah, I don't think you're gonna die. But I really wish that I could just be gone, you know? Just be gone. When I opened my eyes, I was in a familiar room, and my feelings were also familiar. I was in someone else's body, seeing the world through someone else's eyes. Promise you won't betray me. How could I? You will be threatened, blackmailed, but you should tell them that you don't know anything. Devadas Dubai will be furious. This is a bad idea, miss. Don't do it. It's for the greater good. We all need it. I don't want to take part in it. I'm scared. Your mother won't let you. She holds so much power. She will not give up on everything your family has achieved. The only thing my mother loves more than power is her children. Me and Kamal. All the noble families agreed. Don't you respect their decision? This is crazy. Killing your youngest children. There is no choice. It's going to happen, and there is nothing you can do about it. I shivered, fear and horror coursing through me. All kinds of thoughts were swarming in my head. I felt that they were very dangerous, or rather, she felt it. Can I just leave? Like, please? And where am I now? The sun woke me up. I opened my eyes and I was lying in a soft bed. For the first few seconds, looking at the ceiling, I didn't understand where I was. Why am I just in my bra? My brain is smush. And why does my head hurt so much? I don't remember a bloody thing. Sitting up on the bed, I finally realized that I was in someone else's bedroom. Where am I? I jumped to my feet and began to look around the room. I couldn't recognize anything of what I could see from the balcony. A knock on the door startled me. Oh! Miss, your breakfast and change of clothes. Her face seemed very familiar. Where am I? At the Dubai estate. This little bitch actually had the audacity to take me to his home? He had the fucking audacity? Who are you? We know her from the hotel. My name is Madhu. My master ordered me to bring you food and these clothes. The woman left everything on the table and rushed out of the bedroom before I could ask any other questions. Am I inside the Dubai's mansion? Why was she looking at me like that? Everything that happened yesterday wasn't in a dream. Sheka must have sedated me. He's going to regret this. Why kindness of goddess? He will regret touching me and drug me. I won't forget it. I looked at the clothes and the food. Right then, I realized that I was in my underwear. Who dared to undress me? But I have no choice. I'll have to use these clothes. Let me smack little Mr. Dubai real quick when we're done. As for breakfast, you know what? Just eat it. Otherwise, I'll have no energy. If Dubai wanted to kill me, he would have done it yesterday. Not while he had fun shagging that Devadasi. I had a quick snack. Everything that happened yesterday rushed back into my head. He kissed me in the garden, and only a couple of hours later, he was having ritual sex with someone else. Same. I don't understand how I feel. Confused, upset, everything's been happening at once. I'm feeling heartbroken, girl. I don't know about you. Was he just playing with me? Now that's the question. I would like to think that he wasn't, but he still seemed to be enjoying himself. But now that I think about it, sex is supposed to bring out excitement and desire, you know. It's supposed to make you come, but if it's not with a right person, you can't. So in my eyes, you can't, okay? So I don't understand anything. Was he just playing with me? What's the meaning of what's going on between us? There's no use guessing. I'd rather ask him directly. There were 3 outfits to choose from in front of me. I had to get dressed. No, you don't. Ooh, that reminds me of Jasmine. Ooh. You know what? We're going with this. Yes. And what's this? Jewelry to complete my look? Ooh. I'm gonna go with this one. I looked at my reflection in the mirror. One respect, okay? It's as if he left me half naked on purpose. Okay, I can stay here forever. They're probably waiting for me back home. God forbid Killian finds out that I went missing. I left the room. Let me smack him real quick. After wandering around the hallway for a while, I found the stairs and walked down. And I'm not gonna smack him because right now we don't have a claim on him. So me going out there like a jealous girlfriend and smack him and act like, yeah, you hurt me. How could you do this to me? We're nothing official yet, so I'm not gonna smack him because of that. I'm gonna solely smack him for the fact that he looked up at us, saw us, smiled, and asked, are you enjoying it? Only because of that I'm gonna smack him, because that's provoking. I found myself in a spacious and richly decorated room where a man was sitting with his legs crossed. He immediately noticed me looking up from his book. Good morning. Oh, we know him from the vision, from the past. Yeah, it's the man from my dreams, but he's older. Don't be so shy. Come here. I didn't dare to disobey him, and I nervously approached Devadas to buy. You're Amrit's father, am I right? Yes, we're often told that we look alike. I only thought that you were fine. Let me stop. And you are Malakan? Yes. You're very beautiful, just like Amrit told me. This little bitch talked about us. He has the fucking audacity. Like I said, he has the audacity. Did he speak about me? Are you surprised? He spoke about me. He actually had the audacity. This little... Oh my god, I'm feeling this rage. I don't really know what he thinks of me, so yes, I am. My son likes you. Uh-huh. I've been wanting to meet you for a long time. I'm sorry. Then he must have told you about us a lot sooner. I didn't think Amrit liked anyone at all. He's not one to throw himself at anyone's feet to kiss them. That's funny. Vash told me that you visited Klipagrami. How did you like the He was clearly egging me on, and I didn't understand what else he expected from me. It's a strange place with strange people. Devadas laughed. His laugh was velvet and low, just like Amrit's. I couldn't agree more. Do you know Ratan? As well as you do. Is he hinting at his divine origin? Devadas got up from the sofa, looking me straight in the eye. Yes, how curious it is. Do you like Calcutta? Kindness of God's path. There are good and bad things about it, but I still really like it here. That's great. Despite the fact that you're partly British and didn't grow up here, your Indian blood seems to be taking over. How do you know where I come from? My son told me. Okay, how many times did he talk about me here? If the father knows literally everything about everything? He says you are interested in Shaktism. Yes, it interests me. Devadas remembers Miss Bazu's behavior and compares her to you. You're smart. I used to know a woman who talked just like you do. But I guess her fate was unfortunate. Be careful. I don't understand him. Because you didn't see it all. If I'm not mistaken, you're investigating the British diplomat case. How's that going? Why the hell is he asking me this? Is it challenging? How come are you interested? You find it strange. I'm just curious. As usual, the British come over to India and poke their nose into things they don't understand. Ooh! Let's go. Nothing can stop me. 44 respect points. Take the notes. I'll figure everything out and do my job properly. The locals have been keeping silent, and I'm sure you helped with that. But like you, I know many secret paths, and I can follow to get to my truth. What kind of truth are you trying to get to, Amala? Are you really looking for the diplomat, or are you trying to answer your own questions? Funny, your son told me something like this. The two things are connected, obviously. The man looked at me with a satisfied grin, then nodded. Well, I hope you'll find what you're looking for, and I hope the answers won't disappoint you. Devadas Dubai is pleased with you. Okay, I'll tell Amrit to come here. You probably want to talk to him. I want to smack him. But since I kind of stan you, it's better if you are not there to see it. I'll see you later, Mala. Mr. Dubai left the room. No, you can come back. Let's continue chatting. I had a couple of moments to catch my breath, then I sat down wearily on the sofa. Let me smack this little bitch real quick. He played some role in the past, and he was in the Klipagrami forest as a priest. Priya said that Dubai put his son in charge. I had guessed they were involved. You originally thought the Dubai family was to blame for everything. The priest in red, which I have seen since the first day I came to Calcutta, must be Amrit. The ritual intercourse in Kalgat must be the least extreme out of all the duties you will have to carry out. The thought that I was in a house that belonged to murderers made me shudder. The choices you made earlier allowed you to develop a new theory. Okay. Somewhere inside me, part of me wished that I was being too hasty in blaming Amrit for everything, but none of my wishes had come true. As of late, sadly, I mostly am right. I'm not going to say I'm always right. I'm just mostly right. It was pointless to hope for the best. Rage of the goddess! The Dubais were murderers worshipping Kali. Now that's something we don't like to listen to. I turned around when I heard footsteps approaching. Let me smack you. Are you kidding me? Okay. Honestly, he looks fine in everything. And I hate that. Oh my god. Honestly, go styling in white. Your relationship with Amrit has improved significantly. Amrit, good morning. Yesterday's scene immediately came back to me. His tense, sweaty body, his hands roughly squeezing Yashvi. Amrit noticed how abruptly I looked away. He smiled. Get away from me, sir. My people didn't even notice you sneaking into the temple. You're as stealthy as a cat. Thank you. Oh, respect, let's go. He walked on, sat on the sofa, and crossed his legs. Did you sleep well? No, I was tormented by nightmares. Sheka made sure I did that. He made sure of that. I was completely knocked out. Why mad? Believe me, he was severely punished. For what? Wasn't you who ordered him to stop me? Stop you? Yes, but not sedate you with chloroform. I'm sorry? Kindness of God is path. Serves him right. He is a cruel and vicious man. Whoa, what an angry remark. Is there a lot of cruelty inside you? You don't need to know. No, but the way he acted is unacceptable. I agree. I didn't like it either. I didn't like a lot of things either that you did, sir. Yet you don't see me slapping you yet. Is he worried about me? I wish you no harm, otherwise you wouldn't be sitting here. But you must be aware of that since you've had your breakfast. Weren't you scared that I'd poison you? It would have been silly of me. You could have easily killed me last night if you wanted to. That's right. Are you... Oh! I'm really displeased that you ate breakfast. Okay. Literally, I just decided to eat because why would he give us clean clothes just to sedate us again? Like, what's the point? He could have just brought us something to eat. He didn't have to give us clothes so that we could collapse again on the bed. Amrit looked at me from head to toe. Purple is your color. The color of power, wealth, greatness. I like that you chose the most luxurious outfit. Oh, thank you. I put it on just because I liked it, that's it. I like the purple. It doesn't matter. Amrit finds you very attractive. But to me, it seems that it's all just superficial. I woke up in my underwear. Who undressed me? I did. Uh-huh. No one else has the right to see you half naked. And who said that you have the right to see me half naked? Consent, bitch. That? Well, neither do you. Really? Really? Consent. Consent is a thing, Amrit. But you saw me yesterday. I would have preferred not to see you yesterday, sir. I didn't know I would see that. Don't be ridiculous, you know what I was doing. At least you heard it first. Did you like it? No. Same, girl. You tell him how we feel. No, we did not like it. He actually asked us, bitches. He asked us. Let me smack you. I don't believe you. You get out of my face before I smack you. Get out of my face. You performed Matuna with Yashvi. Is that a crime? Actually, it is, since you knew that she had feelings for you. No, but if you turn to the Mahanirvana Tantra, it means that you are a Kali worshipper and follow the path of Vamachrara, the left-hand Tantra. A lot of these things fit the description of the person we're looking for. So you think that because you stole a book once, now you know everything? I knew he took it. I figured that he took it. Because we couldn't find the book anymore after we met him. Yes, I know you did that. And why did I gain a respect point? What's mine always comes back to me. It was smart of you to take the original. Thank you. You know, would have read all kinds of nonsense in the interpretation. You stole the original, so you know about the real ritual, yes. Sighing, Amrit continued. I'm a priest. Performing these rituals is my job. Get out of my face. And you're fine with it? You look disappointed. Why? Because you broke my heart? Forget it. Yeah, we're blushing. It's that. I was making it far too obvious that I was interested in him. Otherwise, why would I have been upset by what happened yesterday? He kissed me, and then he did all those things with another woman. This man clearly can't get attached to anyone. He's just playing with me. While I was thinking, Amrit was looking at me. He stepped closer. What do you want? There are duties that I cannot neglect. The release of energy during ritual intercourse is extremely important. Then don't kiss me anymore. That. Why not? That's what I want. And I don't like to share. That's not acceptable. That's funny. Why? I don't have any feelings for the one I had a ritual intercourse with. So, for me, that's just another annoying task I have to perform. That makes you a whore. Sorry? That's just a fact. It makes you that. But you enjoyed it, didn't you? Of course I did. That's necessary for the ritual. Ha! What does that even mean? It's necessary for the ritual to enjoy it. So you just enjoy it, I don't know. You force yourself to come or something. But Yashvi means nothing to me. Nothing at all. Then that's cruel. I sighed heavily. We clearly spoke different languages. I feel her. Fine, forget it. Do you think our bodies can be controlled so easily? Yes. Just don't come near me anymore. You hate me now, but if I do this... You stay away from me, sir. Because the power you have over me just by literally caressing my arm is dangerous for me because of my sanity and my health. And it makes my self-confidence crumble. You do not get into my personal space. Keep distance. He carefully grazed my neck gently, running his fingers along it. You stay away from me. I didn't move. You like this, don't you? I'm not gonna say it. I don't. No, we don't. We're just gonna roll our eyes. Roll your eyes, girl. Do it for the both of us. Damn it, it feels good. It does, but wait, that? I love you, girl. We're the same right now. No. You're a liar, Mala. Get away from me, sir. Amrit got up and stood in front of me, one knee resting on the sofa. You know the problem with this man also that he loves to tease? Like, the more someone resists him, the more he wants you to open up to him. He sees when you resist and he wants you to stop. So he's gonna literally force you out of your shell somehow. He leaned closer. Get out of my face. And what if I do this? Nothing. No. When Amrit's lips grazed my neck and his hand slid lower to my shoulder, I pressed my back against the sofa. His touch sent a wave of goosebumps down my body, so strong that I almost flinched. You stay away from me, sir. The desire, the love, the passion you awake inside of me is not good for me. Stay away from me. The intense chemistry between us was undeniable, and my body couldn't resist it. A fire raged within me every time Amrit touched me. Just a little more and I won't be able to stop him. I know Amrit won't be the one to stop. Honestly, just out of grid, I would have to say pull away, but it's a gem choice. Let him continue. What is he gonna do? If he's gonna do something shady, like making fun of me because I let him continue, I'm gonna smack him so hard. I touched his hand as he placed it on my knee. My movements were timid, awkward, as if I were forcing myself to stop him. Gently holding my face, Amrit covered my neck with kisses. They made my head spin. Then he bit me lightly, his lips slowly raising higher. Sir, get away from me. Our eyes were on the same level now, and his breath tickled my skin. Any better now? No. I love her in this scene. But you're burning up. I can feel it. It's the connection, right? You are too. I never said I wasn't. You make me feel something interesting. Well, that's nice. Good to know. Still get away from me because, no. I know I will feel it even stronger when I kiss you. You won't dare. He will. You won't dare to stop me. That too. He leaned a little closer to me, grazing my lips with his. Just a feather-like touch, but so tempting. I rested my hands on his chest, stopping him. He was too close. The tension was rising between us. Thank you, the sexual tension I was talking about. We remained still for a moment. Then I gave up, grabbed him by his neck, and drew him to me. You little bitch! How could you give in to him? You little bitch! A violent surge of emotion overcame us both as we merged in a long and painfully anticipated kiss. You little bitch! I can't. I immediately felt his tongue on mine. The scent of cherry and chocolate made me take a ragged and deep breath. Passionate, sweet, lustful, that's how it was. I had to stifle a moan when Amrit pressed me to him. He held me tightly around my waist with one hand and ran the other through my hair. My mind went blank, not a single thought left. I completely surrendered to my feelings. Heightened sensations, warmth in the pity of my stomach, and thrilling, incredible pleasure. I didn't understand how a simple kiss could do this to me. That soulmate bond. He's still not having it. I'm not having it. We pulled away for a moment, panting. Get away from me, sir. I'm still heartbroken. Amrit ran his thumb over my lips, looking at me intensely. I was flushed and a little short of breath from the rush of passion that had come over me, but that clearly wasn't enough for either of us. Amrit whispered slowly into my ear. This is what I was talking about. Something that I've never experienced with anyone else in my life. Amrit really liked kissing you. Oh, thank you. One could give anything for such a connection. There is no connection between us. No, that's just a lie. There is, and you feel it. He pulled away from me a little to once again look into my eyes. Standing up, taking a few steps back, then he said, Maybe you'd like to take part in the Matuna ritual? What? Are you gonna get me a guy to do it with? Sir, get out of my face. Out of my face. That you're actually proposing that. Out of my face, sir. With me. Out of my face. What? After Devi Puja's over, we will immediately start preparing for Kali Puja. And that will take much, much more energy. With you, I would be able to perform the most powerful and voluptuous Mantuna ever. Why? That. Because there's energy between us. One touch is enough to feel it. I was at a loss. Amrit saw my confusion. You don't have to answer right away. Just think about it. Why would I want to do that Matunas ritual with you in honor of Kali? What for? Shakra will take you home. The guy you punished after he knocked me out with a sedative? To hell with Shakra! That. His presence bothers me. If he touches me, I'll rip his head off. Sorry. I'm not kidding. That. Amrit laughed. Whatever you say. Get out of my face, Amrit. He won't dare to do something like that again. A severe punishment taught him to obey better. Amrit said goodbye to me. He told me I had a few days to think about his offer while Durga Puja was still going on. This man is a complete psycho. Let me stop. He's way too fine and I hate it. I hate the desire I feel for this man. I hate it. It makes him be able to control me. I hate this. Shaka picked me up a few minutes later. He didn't look too good. Whoop. That's what happens when you do things you shouldn't. Let's go. Oh, he was beat the hell up. We got to our destination quickly, sorry. Oh my god, I can't. Before I got out of the car, Shika stopped me. Look at this. My master told me to apologize to you. But you didn't apologize on your own now, did you? Apologize then. You have my attention. Independence, why? I wonder what you'll say. I didn't realize that you were of any importance to the young master. Oh! So I crossed the line. Had I known that it was you he was waiting to come from England, I wouldn't have behaved that way. Yeah, I don't know if I said that theory out loud, because I say so many theories. My theory was that he actually was the reason that he wanted us to come here, and that it wasn't Ratan. He just vouched for us to come. Wait, what? What? Did you say Dubai was waiting for me to come from England? Yes, when he ordered Vaish to bring you here. I knew it. Or did I say too much? You better not say anything to your master, sir. I don't think you're gonna get out of this with just a few beatdowns. Oh, God. No, I knew already. I was just checking. I rushed out of the car and headed home as fast as I could. Shit. Oh my God, we can't. They were already waiting for me in the house. Killian was standing in the living room. When he saw me, he raised his eyebrows in relief. Brianka and Kiran were nearby. As soon as I entered, my brother rushed to hug me. Oh, my baby! Silently, without shouting at me or reproaching me. He whispered softly so that only I could hear. I reached out to everyone when you didn't come home last night. I already thought the worst happened. Oh, Kiran! I hugged him tightly, looking up at the others. Bloody hell, Amala, you'll be the end of me. I'm so sorry for the high blood pressure I'm causing you, Killian. I tried to convince them that it was too early to panic, but they wouldn't listen to me. I'm sorry, I had some errands to run. I couldn't call. Since I was unconscious. That's funny. What happened? I was knocked out. I want to hear all the details, Amala. What happened? Can we talk about this later? I need to catch my breath. I promise I'll explain everything. Gillian would better leave her alone. I thought she didn't come home just because she felt like it. The man shook his head but agreed. I'll call you. God, I'm so glad you're okay. Killian, my child. He's also a soulmate of mine. Kir looked at me again. I guess you'd like to rest for a while. Yes, that would be nice. I'll come and talk to you later. Okay. Kiran knows that it's bullshit. Before saying goodbye, I gave Killian the information I had learned from Amrit about where to look for the diplomat's body. I didn't know what I was more afraid of, that they would find the body or that they wouldn't. But I didn't want to think about it. I laid down on the bed and closed my eyes. Soon after, I just fell asleep. In the evening, my brother came to wake me up. He said that Killian was on the phone asking for me. Calling so late, something must have happened. I was right. Using the information I had gathered, Killian, Gabriel, and several other officers went to the place I had mentioned. So they trusted me with what I said. There in the forest, they had found Mr. Hayes' body, decapitated. Well, at least he didn't lie. At least he didn't lie about the body. Oh my God, why is this my life now? Well, fine. Now the next episode is gonna be interesting then, because apparently Amrit has become a main character now. So that's gonna be interesting to see what's happening in the next episode. My question actually is, how connected are we to Amrit? How strong is this connection? And where is this connection coming from? Has it to do with our past? Are we, I don't know, incarnations of the gods? But yeah, that was it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Besides the fact that I was freaking out because of the stunt Amrit pulled, I was living. Well, tell me in the comments below what you thought of this episode, and I will see you in another video. Bye.